Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Steve with LRM Leasing. Today we're going to learn how to replace an airbag on this Freightliner Cascadia, which I have right behind me. Now this should work on most of the vehicles that are out there for semis when it comes to airbags. So there's going to be a few things that we're going to need to do the airbag on this truck. Here are some of the tools that we're going to need. We're going to need a crescent wrench, which I have right here. Then the next thing you're going to need is a socket. Now, if you guys don't have an impact gun, that's fine. You can use a 3/8 ratchet, and then you're going to need a 3/4 socket. Then the next thing you're going to need a zip tie, and then some Teflon tape. I don't want you to think that we have to jack up the truck just so we can replace an airbag. What I want you to do is you're going to disconnect the air line from the airbag that you're going to replace. So if it's going to be the back one, the front one, or the one on the passenger side or the driver's side, it doesn't matter which one. You're going to take that line, you're going to pull it out, and then you're going to use your zip tie. So when you do your zip tie, make it into a loop. And then you're going to take the air line, pull it out. As you can see, it's already airing down. So once you bend the air line over, you're going to take your zip tie and just zip tie that so we don't let the air escape. All right, as you can tell that the airbag still looks like it's inflated. If you touch it, it's soft. As the other one, it's hard. So the other airbags will keep it off and keep the weight off it. So now what we need to do is there's a nut here and there's one on the bottom. So as you can see on my new one, this is where the nut will be and the one on the bottom. So all we're gonna do is remove those off the old truck. I'm gonna start with the one on the top. We're gonna take my impact gun. Take that off. There's the nut there. You can place it so you don't forget where you put the nuts or put them together. Doesn't really matter. And then the one underneath. And there's the nut. And there should be a washer. And there's the washer. Sometimes hit the bag and you'll see that the washer will fall. All right, so now that we have removed both nuts, the one on the top, one on the bottom, and then the air line has been disconnected because we pinched it off so we can get the weight off it. If we push down, you'll see that I deflated the bag as I'm pushing. Lift it from the bottom, she comes out. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And considering this truck really doesn't need an airbag, I just wanted to show you guys that it needs to be replaced. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the fitting off. There's nothing wrong with the fitting. What we will do is we'll take our crescent wrench, take it off, lefty loosey, righty tighty, all right? And then when you take it, you're gonna install some Teflon tape onto the threads and then screw it into the new bag. You guys have seen where the bag looks like this, and the new one may look a little different. See the poles here? Don't freak out, it's fine. This is from Freightliner. All we're doing is installing it up here on the top side, and you have plenty of room. It's not gonna mess anything up. Now when installing it, you'll see these little dents right here inside the top part of the airbag, all right? Well, they need to line up with the indentions on the bracket here. And by doing that, this is how you keep the bag straight. If you don't keep it in the slots and you move it off to the side, the airbag will inflate and then come off to the corner so it doesn't look straight. And that would cause a problem. Same thing what you're gonna do, I'm gonna show you guys, same concept with the new bag. We're just gonna reinstall this one. Put the bottom in first. Line that stud up and then push on the bag to deflate some of the air out. And then you're gonna guide it through the hole. Now here's the best part. Once it inflates a little, you wanna make sure those little tabs are into place. And what I would do is take my zip tie off, I'll unslide it, put it into the fitting, and make sure that I'm happy with the way it's set up. So as you guys can tell, it's already full of air, it's leveled, and they match up. The airbag is straight. It's not off to the side. And if it is, you just keep rotating, all right? And once it's in place, you reinstall your nuts, one on top, one on the bottom. Don't forget your washer. And the last one on top. And that's how you replace the airbag on a truck. So it just takes a little time. And just remember, you can start with your truck inflated with air and pull the line out. And if the line is too hard to get out of the fitting, deplete all the air out of the truck, then remove the line, and then air it back up so the truck can naturally lift up on its own so you can get the airbag out. Now, before you guys ask the question, it will be a lot easier if you do not have a trailer on the back of your truck when you do this job. So remove the trailer, pull forward, and then work on the airbag that you're doing. If there's more than one line going to it, then you may need 2 zip ties. You pinch both those lines off and it'll still do the same thing. The truck will lift on its own and you can push down, pull it out. And it's that easy, guys. Save you guys a lot of money. Just go in, buy an airbag, put it in yourself. And then as you can see, very little bit of tools. That being said, there's a few things I want to mention about the airbag. Some customers call me and tell me that the airbag is not straight or it's off to the side. The first thing I would probably do is loosen up the airbag, do the same process, and then all you do is just move it. And if you can tell on the top, if it's not straight and you can see it's off, just move it a little and then tighten it and then put the air, and if it straightens out, that should resolve the problem. Now, if it doesn't, the other problem could be it could lie right into your control arm. Unfortunately, that's something that you guys won't be able to do. You need an alignment machine so they could tell you the aspects of the angles and so forth and how many shims you're gonna need. Now, the other thing about airbags is, which I've seen, is where someone will blow an airbag during a delivery. As you guys saw, you just need a zip tie. Pull that line, flip it over, zip tie it off, make the delivery, and then get your truck repaired. Don't wait long, but this is just a little temporary fix to get you off the road, get you fixed, and get back on the road. So you're not stranded on the side, losing all that air. So it's a very simple thing when it comes to airbags. You just bend it over with a zip tie and keep moving. So I just want to tell you guys about that when it comes to the airbags. If you guys have any questions, please leave me any comments on the bottom. If you guys like what you saw today, please don't forget to pound that like button. And guys, if you want more content coming your way, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.